Surah Araf, verse 17, it is stated that Shaitan tells Allah about mankind, then I will come upon them from the front and from the rear and from the right and from the left, and you will not find most of them thankful. And then in Surah Ibrahim, verse 34, Allah says here, and He has granted you all that you asked Him for. If you try to count Allah's blessings, you would never be able to number them. Indeed, humankind is truly unjust or unfair, totally ungrateful disbelievers, meaning. So Allah says more of the negative about mankind than Shaitan says in Surah 7, verse 17, as I had earlier before reading out 14, 37 read out. So it shows that both of them agree upon one thing, that humankind are ungrateful. And then he warns humans against Shaitan and what he did to their parents by stripping them naked. Surah Araf, verse 27. So now coming back to Surah Ibrahim, verse 34. And he has granted you all that you asked him for. If you try to count Allah's blessings, you would never be able to number them. So since he has granted you all that you asked him for, he could have granted humankind the feeling of gratitude, always being grateful, leaving all the other blessings behind, because he says that since he has granted you all, they are unjust, unfair, and totally ungrateful. Who wants to be totally ungrateful and unjust? Isn't it better that Allah should have given us the one thing that would not make us zalim and totally ungrateful? Majority or all, generally humankind, the feeling of gratitude, so that we would never ever become hypocrites or ungrateful. In another verse, it says that there is the fear. This is why, I mean, the tafsir says there was this fear of human, even believers becoming hypocrites. That's why this verse. And I've also read Jiddu Krishnamurti and the conflict in men, and how we can resolve this conflict in men. Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra Bazar. I just finished a live stream on my second channel, Zahra Jawad, Ex-Shia, ex-Muslim, truth seeker, not an ex-truth seeker, but the thing is that I was seeking for truth and trying my best. So trying my best to become a good person, to be of service where I can, where I'm permitted to be of service. And I have no propaganda, no, dirty politics. Hope you can see this, but you don't have to trust me. At least trust what is being shown to you here, is that you may be following Shaitan. And I don't know, as I went on, it became quite clear to me that Allah is Shaitan, and Prophet Muhammad's ways, twisting and turning, were his ways, and for enforcing Islam on others, Bedouin, Jews, and all this, right? So I had some Indian come here recently from ISKCON, and I had to say, please stick to the topic. I don't know why these Hindus have come up on social media for the life of me, but maybe if you are concerned because of the
extremists and the terrorism in your country and elsewhere, then I don't know, we can deal with that. So in this way, right? Showing them, calling Taliban, calling Al Qaeda, showing them the ones we have lost. We have lost, and I cannot imagine. Shias have also lost Ahmadis in Pakistan. Some Ahmadis who were killed or discriminated against. Christians and all in Pakistan. So I hope this will be a good feeling kind of a thing. But you know, my feelings have hurt, and deeply I feel betrayed, and I can't understand why people can't see this, the Muslims, when according to the rules of Islam, right is wrong, right is right, wrong is wrong. Furqan, discrimination we have given you and all this. So for the life of me, I couldn't get the people are after Allah, they love God. Christians do, Jews do. They all say we love, you can see the Christians are, they love Jesus Christ and Mary, and the Hindus and the gods, their devas, devis. That why these different religions? So recently I found a video which says that maybe for these different things we have brought about ourselves. And a Hindu friend of mine in London, a very beautiful soul, put forward to me this question later on. Although I was telling her about Hafiz Shirazi, and I said, would you be able to, like, I don't know if I can do this, even though I love someone, my principal, and you know, I want to be a good person and all that. So she told me she can be. She would be able to do what Hafiz did, 40 nights, 40 days in a chilla. And the way she said it, it didn't bring a bad feeling in me. It was just like, wow, amazing. And she was very humble. So recently I've seen the environment on social media with the ex-Muslims, sorry to say this. Okay, my environment, I also get very angry and all that, but also the ex-Muslim environment, like from somewhere I hear, and from myself also you will hear that I can't trust these ex-Muslims. And also जो माहौल हम लोगों ने बनाया है वो बहुत like even in the atheist section of ex-Muslims or ex-Christians, but like you can't talk, it seems like there's a prejudice even in atheism, prejudice for what they believe in, the one-sided prejudice, and insulting in Hindus. They feel it is their right to insult the Hindus and call them Tunis. Whereas when the Hindus go there now, or maybe I don't know who, I was doubtful whether it is a Hindu, because I never heard Hindus converting. इनकी तो मजाल नहीं है, हिंदुओं की मजाल नहीं होनी चाहिए, because the way the rule goes in Islam. अभी पता नहीं, अभी की बात नहीं है, लेकिन पहले की बात है, before. I don't think Hindus in India, and only in India, would have even the guts, majal, ke, convert or try to, tell the Muslims against their religion and make them leave Islam. So अभी पता नहीं कैसे हो गया है कि ये अभी recently गालिब कमाल का मैंने लाइव स्ट्रीम छोड़ दिया और उनका वो स्टूडियो फुल था. मुझे बड़ी बैड फीलिंग आ रही थी, लाइक जिसको वो जहाँ जो लोग वहाँ जा रहे, पाकिस्तानी और इंडियन, हिंदू भी कह रहा था, एक हिंदू है, मुझे समझ में नहीं आया ये क्या कर रहा था. बड़ा बुरा माहौल है, लाइक प्रेजुडिस्ड प्रोपेगेंडिस्ट हैं, और ये अपना ही एक साइड देख रहा है, गालिब कमाल. I've just blocked his channel, so he can't. Blocking him doesn't. So it's bad because on YouTube, if you block the channel of someone, you can still see their videos or live streams, but they can't comment on your live streams or all that. But I just don't want to see anymore. I left that live stream of Khalid Kumar saying that I don't want to anymore come here. I'm leaving. And I said my part, what I had to, and I should have said more. I wanted to face him, this guy who knows how to talk. And I don't know how to talk, you see. I need time and my own thinking and contemplation and this. तो मुझे prejudice लगा गालिब कमाल सॉरी तो उधर मैंने बोल दिया है कि व्हाट इज़ गालिब कमाल प्रॉब्लम अभी लाइव स्ट्रीम हो रही है या क्या आई डोंट वांट इवन लुक एट इट तो ये क्रिश्चियन नहीं था गुलजार एलिया ने तो कहा कि गालिब कमाल क्रिश्चियन था और एक्स क्रिश्चियन है तो ये कैसे हिंदुओं को कह सकता है कि आपका क्या प्रॉब्लम है तो इसका क्या प्रॉब्लम है इनका क्या प्रॉब्लम है कि ये इस्लाम के अगेंस्ट भी बता रहा है और ये इसका क्या प्रॉब्लम है हिंदू तो वो हिंदू को अगर लेट्स कंसिडर सी आई कीप सेइंग दैट यू कैन नॉट वेल यू मे डिफर फ्रॉम मी but it doesn't mean that you are correct and I'm wrong all the time. Hinduism cannot be compared to monotheistic religions. ठीक है और कहीं अगर हम देखेंगे कि हिंदू के नाम पे शिवा के नाम पे कृष्णा के नाम पे या विष्णु के नाम पे इन द नेम ऑफ दीज गॉड्स ऑफ दिस और ब्रह्मा के नाम पे they've continued killing people. Blasphemy. Don't even look into, don't question our Vedas, don't question Bhagavad Gita, don't criticize, don't do any critical appreciation of it. अगर ऐसा होता तो हम कहते हैं हिंदुओं को भी ज़रूर कहते हैं हालांकि मैं तो इंडियन हूँ नहीं और दूर I was from my mother's side Pakistani and father's side somewhere else. So, but the thing is that human rights violations होती freedom of thought नहीं होती वहाँ या आप साइंस को ले सकते हैं अगर ऐसा इनका हिस्ट्री से फ्रॉम डे वन ऐसा होता इधर तो डे वन ऐसा है कि आप देखें अभी मैं लाइव स्ट्रीम पे थी नो सॉरी अपने जब मैं अपने लाइव स्ट्रीम पे थी तो ये भी लाइट इन द लाइट ऑफ दिस ये जो अबू बकर का वर्स आया ना अगेंस्ट अबू बकर तो आप सनीशिया दोनों देखें ये मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि आप सच देख रहे हैं आप सच या सच को जो ट्विस्ट टर्न करके आपको दिखा रहे हैं कि आप फिर कहें नहीं अबू बकर भी हमारा फर्स्ट कैलिफ था सुन्नीस शियाज़ नहीं कहते हैं ठीक है शियाज़ देखते हैं कि नहीं हाँ देख लिया हमने कि ये हिपोक्रेट था ये था तो और फिर शिया दूसरी तरफ से भी रॉन्ग है जो शिया नहीं देख रहे हैं आई मीन आई इट्स सरप्राइज दैट लिविंग डे लाइट्स आउट मी और फिर पॉलिटिकली आप हमें हश डाउन करेंगे या क्या फॉर द सेफ्टी आई डोंट नो प्रोटेक्शन किस वजह से बिकॉज हमारे okay a little bit from my religion is that truth should be told right we should stand up against injustice oppression for human rights तो ये मेरे अंदर हमेशा रहा है जस्टिस जब नहीं मिलता है ना जब एक रेपिस्ट जब मैंने वो कुदरत मूवी नहीं वो जो एक बड़ा बबर कौन था व्हाट्स हिज नेम द इंडियन एक्टर वो इंसाफ का तराजू द मूवी नाउ रिमेंबर द मूवी नेम मेरा तो खून हो रहा था उधर लाइक बॉइलिंग ब्लड यू नो लाइक माई ब्लड वॉज बॉइलिंग कभी ये ख़त्म हो और कभी इसको पकड़ो इस रेपिस्ट को I couldn't wait at that time. So I was young, and my parents had watched this movie. We're watching it on in Karachi on video. Hello, Salahuddin. Alaikum assalam. MashaAllah, your constant in seeking truth is just amazing. Oh my God, but Salahuddin, brother, thank you so much. I'm much humbled by this. Uh, so, thank you so much. Yeah, this truth is very important to my life. It's like I first used to say, love is more than life, larger than life. Now the truth has become larger than my life. I don't know who I should thank, but whoever is responsible for this, also those helping me and haven't taken my life as yet, even the Muslim leaders. I'm so grateful to them. I cannot say, right? But that doesn't mean that I would become a Muslim. So I'm much grateful to those. Now we have, hopefully in Saudi Arabia, uh, open-minded people, Qatar, GCC, United Arab Emirates, Iran, Yemen. So open-minded people who would not kill because someone is searching the truth and goes against one's religion and this public figure, Prophet Muhammad. So I need help to change your way of thinking. Because why? Because it, for the sake of truth seeking. And also that then what we can hold on to, that something we see, we can trust. And also the conflict in man. I've been thinking of that. Cases, we've had families broken due to inheritance. So yes, seeking truth is very, very important for me. But once I hope I find it, and I found truth against this religion, so I have been sharing. So you see here, जो हमें बताया गया था, what we were told as Shias, this was a religion of peace when all doors of avenues of peace were closed. Then and then only did Imam Hussein get up, and even though his haqq was snatched, God-given right was snatched to be the Imam, to lead people and to guide them and keep guiding them and keeping them and on the straight path and all this. So there's something I got here. Like again, I went. So remember Surah Nur ayats and against slender against Aisha, and then I didn't see this ayat as a Shia if I'd seen it. So I have to share this because this is hazardous to human being. You've been lied to, Muslims. This is hazardous to you. So where is it? Surah Fatah. So not only are these Bedouins called hypocrites, they've sought forgiveness from the Prophet. And he says here, and it is he who has restrained their hands. Wait a minute. Restrained their hands to overcome you. You cannot be trusted. If the unbelievers should fight you, they would certainly turn their backs. Shocking silence here. Where am I now? Is this Surah Fatah? Oh, I have to go up. Can't remember. This is Surah Fatah, right? Not Zariyat. Say to the Bedouins who were left behind, you will be called against those who possess great might and be asked to fight against them. unless they surrender. Salahuddin, do you understand? Is it difficult for you? Do you have any suggestions about, not about the religion thing, but like how I convey? Because I think I have vascular dementia. I can't convey the point. I'm not such a genius, also, to convey the point succinctly and clearly. So I have to come every time here. Do you see that setback in me? Say to the Paduans who are left behind, you will be called against those who possess great might and be asked to fight against them unless they surrender. Huh? If you obey the command to fight, Allah will bestow upon you this. Oh my goodness. You see how they're pushed, steered, because they didn't want to protect the Prophet, we are told here. 11th ayat of Surah Fatir. So it's not the Hindu thing about my life is personal. Maybe there are people who could have done something black magic, but the thing is to say things against Hindus and insult them. What's the use of insulting Tunis? Oh, sorry, Hindus and calling them Tunis, which I've heard Khalib Kamal say again and again. Okay, if there are human rights issues in India, we will voice it. And there comes a, I can't complete, I can't say this properly. एक आया बोला मैं हिंदू हूँ और ये मुझे थोड़ा इस्लाम के बारे में लाइक वो करना है, हदीस का कह रहा था, हदीस और गालिब कमाल से पूछ रहा था. फिर वो क्या हुआ, वो स्टीयर हुआ हिंदूज़ के अगेंस्ट हिंदुज़म, कि आपको क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है. तो उन्होंने कहा कि मेरा एक मुस्लिम दोस्त था. अब ये चीज़ सही है कि गालिब कमाल को ऐसा उनके साथ कर, वो तो शायद हिंदू भी नहीं था. आई हैड माई डाउट्स, ऑल्दो ही न्यू सम इन्फॉर्मेशन. मुझे तो लगता है गालिब कमाल के चैनल पे कुछ हिंदुओं के अगेंस्ट भी प्रोपेगेंडा हो रहा है. सॉरी, एक्सक्यूज मी. तो ये चीज़ नहीं होनी चाहिए. So I was trying to go on the live stream, join Ghalib Kamal, but the studio was full. Twice, thrice I tried. तो ये अच्छा है कि मुसलमान अच्छा फील करें. अब हिंदूज़ के पीछे आप क्यों पड़ रहे हैं? हिंदूज़ की अगर ऐसी हिस्ट्री होती कि फ्रॉम डे वन अगर हमारे कृष्णा को कुछ कहोगे तो हम आप मार डालेंगे, ब्लास्फेमी है. अगर शिवा को कुछ कहोगे तो मार डालेंगे. Look, even what's her name? Kangana. Bole Kangana. Kangana told, she asked Sadhguru in front of so many people. There's a video. Was Shiva an alien? Right? Was she killed? तो अभी ये तो ऐसे ऐसे करके स्टीयर हुई ये हिंदू आए थे साहब कि नहीं मेरा दोस्त ये था. फिर वो चुप हो जाते थे, जैसे वो चाह रहे हैं कि गालिब कमाल से कह रहा था आपको क्या करना है, आप अपने बुक्स में जाएं, देखें ना. तो कह रहे नहीं मुझे सच जानना है. तो आप अपने बुक्स में जाएं, फिर ऐसा स्टीयर हुआ हिंदूज के अगेंस्ट। ये सही है, ये अच्छा है, ऐसा इट शुड इट बी लाइक दिस? तो यानी आप अपना वो बैग, पंचिंग बैग हिंदूज को बना रहे हैं कि हमारा रिलीजन भी नीचे जा रहा है, हिंदूज को भी? हाँ बोलो गालिब कमाल, जितना बोलना है। टूनी टूनी टूनी, हारिस सुल्तान बोलो टूनी, गुलजार एलिया बोलो टूनीज। चलें, आपको एक पंचिंग बैग मिल गया। अब मेरा भी ऐसा गुस्सा तो आता है कि ये क्या है, आई फील एंग्री कि क्यों, अच्छा, लाइक व्हाई डोंट यू मुस्लिम्स लीव दिस? ठीक है, अच्छे मुस्लिम्स हैं, मैं नहीं, लेकिन सो इफ वी से एनीथिंग अगेंस्ट द मुस्लिम, टू मुस्लिम्स, we insult Muslims, what will happen to us? गालिब कमाल उधर टूनीस टूनीस बोल रहा है, शुक्र है एक दो हादसे ऐसे हुए हैं अगर जो दिखा रहा था, so that's why he took like that again in India, some Hindus converting or something Muslim, human rights violation, so that's why I went there. And since he was saying that people have become misers, they're not contributing, so I felt sorry and sad, so I this time. So you see, I don't have that. Okay, I can. The thing is that, but isn't it that the Muslims? You see, this religion conflict. Then we can go to the conflict like Jiddu Krishnamurti. I haven't even. I can't reach Jiddu Krishnamurti. The constancy, consistency, and not to be worshipped. There's a side of your side which is spiritual, which is love, which cannot be measured. And yes, science can give you lots of things, but mental, they're still searching. Maybe they'll find it. But while they are trying to find this, in my mental illness, I cannot tell you what kept me alive. The love, the thing to that peace I would get inside, you know, the thinking that my loved one is okay. I survived like that. No peace, but I can't explain this, like thinking my loved one is okay. The day they started to send me voices of my principal, it, on top of this distance mind control madness, it was, I used to have very bad nervous breakdowns. And I had to force myself to go into my mother's room and just look at my mother. I was like, I couldn't stand still. I couldn't rest. And I'm looking at my mother and I said, thank God they didn't attack my mother. Thank God. Otherwise my hands would have been up and down. And thank God my mother was on psychiatric medication. So thank God they left my mother alone. And otherwise, I would not be able to see my loved one like that. So thank God it came on me and not my mother. It was very difficult to keep my hands and myself steady, composed. So this I thank God for. And I was like tossing and turning, but in front of my mother I was like sinking, but I wasn't telling her anything. Just seeing how she's sitting in her room swing, and at least she's at peace. So this, okay, so please, so you see, Salahuddin, you realize how important truth is? Since you're saying, mashallah, you're constant in seeking truth is just amazing. But you see how important truth is? Don't look at me. Don't idolize me. But look at the truth. Give importance to this truth, please. But those criminals are punished in Islam? Huh? You know. How do you know these criminals? No, Prophet Muhammad was not punished. Yeah, he had a aorta. But how many lives he took? Never think them Muslim ever. No, uh, Prophet Muhammad was corrupt, a criminal, the highest. And you see, who are criminals? So, you know how bad the criminals are, right? Punished in Islam. Punishment. Let me see, I'm contemplating. Salah ad-Din says, but those criminals are punished in Islam. Salah ad-Din, physical punishment, nothing compared to every split second what I went through. And I'm still going through. My energy hemorrhaged. Inside they kept devils in me. And you're going to tell me, you know, when I couldn't think straight, I was like, hang this person upside down, keep him alive for many, many years. Can you do that? Huh? I couldn't chew food properly. Internal agony I was in, heights of restlessness. What does Imam Ali say? The heights of restlessness, what are they? Anguish. They put me in such anguish, madness. And you're saying that these criminals are punished in Islam? Are you, please, what are you saying? Would it be equal to the yours? And then, oh yes, yeah, they will burn in hell forever. Well, that I wish is true for them and for Prophet Muhammad. You see, Prophet Muhammad Salahuddin himself was a criminal of very high order. What is a criminal? According to Quran, this very good thing, I still haven't come across searching for वो मुजरमीन कौन होता है कुरान आयतों में देखें. Who is the let me see, mujrim, what's this? Mujrimin or mujrimun. Oh God, every time. Sorry, why is this? So I still haven't gotten around to this. Saying, my Lord, surely my bones, mujrimin, please, mujrim. Huh? It's not Maryam, it's mujrim, please. Mujrim, Quran ayat. Salahuddin, if you have time, please stay with me here. We're doing online research. studying, discover the word mujrim, meaning criminal, inspired from the word Muslim or vice versa. This is Quora anyway. I can't go there. Indeed, whoever comes to his Lord as a criminal. So who is a criminal in Islam? In the Quran, the word mostly appears, Wikipedia, thank you. Shortcut, let's take a shortcut. Being that goes against the commands of God in Islam. Sin is an important concept in Islamic ethics. But you see, those mujrimeen will be forgiven if you believe in Allah and the Prophet and you obey Him. You will become believers and God will forgive all your sins. This is what the Muslims don't realize. So, breaching the laws and norms laid down by religion, sin. And then who is a mujrim? Sinful person? For in Allah's sight are all His servants, namely those who say, Our Lord, we have indeed believed, forgive us then our sins, zunub, and save us from the agony of the fire. Salahuddin says rapists are punished by death and crucifixion in Islam. They are never ever a Muslim. Rapists, what about psychic rapists? You know what a psychic rapist is? And marrying wives of others, war captives, women. Don't you think Prophet Muhammad was the highest mujrim, rapist? This use of dhanb in the Quran exemplifies that this type of sin is punishable in the afterlife. If you avoid great sins which are forbidden you, we will remit from you. You avoid, okay, you avoid, oh God. Yeah, so Ali Imran verse, Surah Nisa verse 31. We will remit from your evil deeds. Itham. So you think this, they will ask thee about wine and maisir. Can't get it properly. I'll do my own research on this. Let me see if we can find son of Adam, do not sin. It is no sin for you that you offer proposal of marriage to women or keep it secret. So in Islam, you are supposed to repent and amend and not do these sins. Shirk, committing murder, theft, consuming the property of an orphan placed in one's care, leaving off consuming the property of an orphan placed in one's care. Look what Salahuddin, Prophet Muhammad did in Surah Ahzab to said. Search what? Search that what? How shall I search it? You see, I have to search. Okay, this is what the religious scholars, seemingly, it seems good, yeah. Mujrimeen will be punished in Islam, whether if they go free, scot-free in this life, in the hereafter, they will be punished, right? Seemingly, very nice, very good. Rapists will be punished by death and crucifixion in Islam. You see, this death and crucifixion, yes, those who oppose Allah, those who wage war against Allah. Searching. Those who wage war against Allah. Sorry, I'm slow here. Very slow. And Prophet. What's the punishment? Indeed, the penalty for those who wage war against Allah and His Messenger and spread mischief in the land. Crucifixion, cutting off their hands. Huh? You see, this was considered as waging war against Allah, and this what ex-Muslims are doing. So I wish I could answer you. I'm not a good person in answering people properly, but those criminals are punished in Islam. You know who is the criminal that should have been punished? Prophet Muhammad, highest form of criminal. And I can't remember a hadith, a ayat on that. His messenger into mischief. So first criteria is that you think, okay, rapist. That's what you see. The religious scholars have been confused. They think they are right, but it's not like that. Once you become a Muslim, it says amend your ways, whatever it says in the Quran ayats. But we have a look at those Quran ayats which contradict each other. And then you find out that this was such a monster. He could let rapists go. He could let mischief makers go. And these warmongers, like himself and Ali, so by saying that they will be punished in Islam, it's not enough. Look for tafsir of this very verse. The rape is included in those who wage war against Allah. Yes, I thought so. Thank you, yeah. But you know, this is acha, rape is included in this. Acha, look for the tafsir. Acha, you're saying that rape is in. I should look. Acha, Surah. Sorry. 5:33 tafsir. Surah Maida. No, no, it's not only rape. It's about lying. It's about lying against Allah, giving you a false religion, making yourself the prophet, being a warmonger, getting captive women, raped, married captive women, because, in war, this kind of a thing also, not only rape. So I can look at the tafsir, and this could include the rapist, punishment for the rapist. But it's not only that. And, okay, do you get it? I will look for the tafsir later, okay, and maybe. But my thing is that this very Rasulullah was, he wanted, I don't know what he wanted to make, he wanted to make Zainab bin Josh miserable. So according to the Shia tafsir, we are told this. She became miserable after divorcing, Zaid divorcing her. But when as a widow of a Quraysh, she was very happy, very proud. And you see, he even made Zaid his adopted son according to the pagan Arab idol worshipping custom. Then his Allah says no, but he made a mistake, we are told. How can you make a mistake like this? Okay, no, a prophet is not, you can't make a mistake. If you keep making mistakes like this, you see the Shias, that's why the Shias come up with this infallibility. Why do you think there has to be infallibility in prophets and imams? If they keep making mistakes, how can they guide us? Prophets must be immune from all errors and sins. Isma, Wikipedia gives. And then you have made. Okay, first you call Zed your son. You became the father. According to pagan Arab custom, it was there, right? Any link? Mukesh, your brother, there's no link to my stream, live stream, because I don't have that, sorry. And again, I'm going to say that, sorry, it's not for Hindus, Indians here, and no Indian ever. I mean, what is your reason for coming here, right? Mukesh, are you Muslim? Are you Muslim, Mukesh? What do you think of him? Think of whom? Sorry, I don't have to look at this comment. I'll ignore your comments. Okay, so Prophet must be immune from all errors and sins in order to perform the mission of upholding and promoting the divine religion. Mukesh says he was good or bad. Mukesh says I'm Hindu. But मुकेश भाई, आपको क्या ज़रूरत है अगर आप हिंदू हैं? अच्छा, मुझे पता है कि मुसलमानों ने बहुत गंद किया है, टेररिज्म फैलाया है, और इनका रिलीजन है कि मार डालो अगर रसूलुल्लाह को ज़रा भी। हम लोग तो शिया कुछ कह नहीं सकते थे अबू बकर को, उमर बिन ख़त्ताब को, वो उस्मान बिन अफ़ान को। देखें भाई, आपका जो इंडिया है ना, वो हमें अशियाओं को बहुत इज़्ज़त करता था, बहुत प्रोटेक्शन देता था। इनकी मजाल नहीं थी हिंदुओं की। ये तो पाकिस्तानी मुसलमान और एल्सवेयर हम कुछ बोल नहीं सकते थे। हालांकि बड़ी हदीसें थी इनके साइड से। एक्चुअली हियर लॉस्ट ऑफ मुस्लिम इन इंडिया। अच्छा, एक मुस्लिम इंडियन ने भी एक वो शादी की है, तो मुझे नहीं पता कितने मेरे इधर दुश्मन आ सकते हैं और डाइवर्ट कर सकते हैं, डिस्ट्रैक्ट कर सकते हैं मुझे, बिकॉज़ जब पहले उनकी वाइफ नहीं थी ना, उनके बारे में मुझे एक न्यूज़ मिली थी जब मैं कराची में थी। तो आप अपना नाम, आप इंडिया से हैं, ज़रूर होंगे, आप मुसलमान होंगे, हिंदू नहीं हो सकते हैं, बिकॉज़ हिंदुओं के बारे में मैंने कभी नहीं सुना कि वो, आई नेवर हर्ड। अभी ये मुसलमानों की चाल कंस्पिरेसी हो सकती है अगेंस्ट हिंदूज़। और अगर आप उस के बारे में जानते हैं, हंसने की कोई बात नहीं है, जान गए ना। आई कैनॉट ट्रस्ट यू। मुसलमान बड़ा झूठ भी बोल सकते हैं। मुझे कैसे पता आप सनातनी हैं या क्या है? तो ये एक मुजरिम था, प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद। रॉक सेज हाय। हेलो रॉक। ऐसे कुछ आप जय श्री राम कहें मुकेश भाई या जो कहें, you cannot prove that you are not a Muslim disguised as a Hindu. No, no, there's a lot of information on your Google search and all this. So please, okay? ये मुसलमानों का हाथ है उधर इंडिया में जो इन्होंने किया है. How are you, ma'am? I'm not too good, Rock, today, and not ever. Because of these people, some of these Muslims, they've corrupted Hindus. And they come here as Hindus. So I'm going to time you out. If you have, stay to the topic and look at him. Are you still Muslim? I'm going to take a screenshot of this. मुझे पता है कौन मेरा दुश्मन है यहाँ, राइट? अभी एक मुसलमान था, एक दाऊद इब्राहिम भी है, उसका भी ग्रुप है, और एक मैंने सुना है इंडियन मुस्लिम ने शादी की, एक पंजाबी भी है, बहन के वो एक है इधर. सो Mukesh is not going to trust anyone, so always stick with her topic, Rock says. Okay, a prophet must be immune from all errors and sins. We don't need to disturb her, Rock says. Yeah, and why should you? When you are a Hindu, you should be happy that I'm doing this, right? Because terrorists, we've had Muslim terrorists in Pakistan killing Shias, Ahmadis, persecuting them. Can you explain about, sorry, this is not my topic here. एक लाख 24,000 पैगंबर, 100,000, 124,000 prophets. Why should I explain about 124 prophets when this is not the topic here? Muslim brother, this is not the topic here. Ma'am, you can continue your topic. Mukesh says, but in Quran they only name 14 names. Okay, so you know the Quran, right? Another screenshot, let me take this. You see, the Hindus were very good people. I don't know what's happened to them now on social media. That Ghalib Kamal, and they have to insult the Hindus by calling them Tunis. Mukesh says not really Mukesh, but somehow Hindus were really good people. Mukesh says not really. I don't hate Muslim. Prophets must be immune from all errors and sins. This is not a Hindu, this guy, I know, because I know that he can't be a Hindu. No Hindu does this. Prophets must be immune from all errors and sins. Infallibility. Read the Shia site, encyclopedia. So they should not be a conscious, a prophet who is so God conscious and who tells his believers on one hand that you cannot remain, I mean, you cannot run away from the battlefield in the war, screaming for peace, right? Shouting for peace. Remain steadfast. Their eyes like this. So, on one hand, Mukesh says, I don't want to go into Quran. So wherever you want to go into, Muslim brother, you go on your own then, right? Here I have to go to the Quran ayats. Mukesh says, I want to talk on how they take human. Can you go to another website where they talk about this and they can give you a live StreamYard link to them instead of coming to a lady here and saying what you want to talk about. Right now, it is not your time to talk about these things, Muslim brother. You are distracting me. I don't know why you did this. Okay, please go to a live stream which has men. Talk to them. There's a Sahil ex-Muslim. Yes, humanity is all above all. Mukesh, a Muslim brother, just explain rights of women in Islam. Okay, but I'm not on that topic. It would be, let's see, what is, you see, okay, why I'm concerned for only Muslims, yeah. Right now I was trying to answer Salahuddin, that Prophet Muhammad is the Mujrameen and how he becomes the Mujrameen, the greatest Mujrameen. So if you can wait. Yeah, there is no feminine power like in Hinduism. You're right. So forget rights of women in Islam. There's no feminine power in Islam. So this God seems to be a male human being, and this religion is for males. Mukesh says, if I say I'm God, is there anyone who believe me? Why not? Then they believe him. Who? If you say you are God, if Krishna, like Krishna said, and if you have a history about as Krishna, right? Depends how you say I'm God. Believing, it's not a monotheistic religion, right? So you're coming from the monotheistic religion saying, believe me. You see, you're saying, believe him, believe me. Then why not believe Prophet Muhammad, or why not believe this Allah? You're coming from a Muslim mindset here, Mukesh. You don't seem like a very educated Hindu, and most Hindus have been very educated. He says, so only he can talk Allah. Depends on how, you see, you can't disturb the Hindu culture is that Krishna came, and those who wanted to believe in Krishna, take Krishna as God, they also questioned him, and some of them didn't believe. That's why they had Kurukshetra. Goldhofer says, God bless you, sister. Wishing you the best of health and luck. Thank you so much, Goldhofer. Same to you and for your family. Why are we born to believe him? Why are we bound to believe him? You are bound to believe him, and the Muslims are bound to believe him, but I'm not bound to believe him. You're coming like a Muslim mindset. So the thing is, believing is not the thing. You only think about believing, blindly believing. Now, Shiva came many, many years back, thousands of years back, to Bharat. He he made them wait, you know. The Muslims say he was the last one, prophet. So, what does it have to do with this? How will you come to the fact that he's not the last one, last prophet? Where are you coming from? I don't understand. Call to offer, what's this? I'm not either, sister. What happened to you? Mukesh says it means 124,000 was not good creation of God. I don't know what the Muslims will say about this. It's debatable, so I don't want to get into things that are too right now in not quite. This is, we can go into a debate. It will be like chasing a wild goose, because what the Shia say is that, and what the Muslims say is that uh, every era prophet was sent, the human beings went astray, and every era they were sent to correct and remind us of God and how to live the divine laws. So this is in the air. This is too difficult for me to explain right now. So can you make it easy and can you cooperate here? Because you're going too much in that field where I won't be able to prove right now. I already have difficult time proving what I find here, seeping through the ayats, Quran ayats, right? Due to my health and all. So if you would make life easy for me, Adam was good enough to follow. Call Toffer says, I'm not bound to Allah Sister, go back to the topic. Okay, thank you, Caltoffer. Yes, I would love that this Muslim brother who's come as Mukesh would also cooperate. Why Muslim need to follow last one? Because Adam was not enough. He had to die. And after that, there had to come other prophets after his death. It's very, very simple. So, okay, I'll go to the topic. The topic was Salahuddin. I think he's left me, and this guy is going on. Mukesh is going on. He has no, like, it really hurts me to see that some people have, Muslims, have come like Hindus. He is also not on earth now. Now, do you want to give me a subliminal message of what? But Adam's book is not there. You see, Krishna came on earth. Krishna has Bhagavad Gita. Adam's book is not there. If if God had given Adam the book, like God gave, or how these holy scriptures were given to Hind, Bharat, then we could have gurus and disciples and all this. But Bible is here. Was Genesis written by Adam? But Torah is Torah even written by Moses? I just did a test game on the Bible. Bible is not written by the prophets themselves. Question right. So, was the Bible written by the prophets themselves? Question was, Torah is not written by Moses. Then why Muslim need Quran? Uh, I don't know. No, the answer, you're not, the question should be why the monotheistic religions need a book, like, why didn't they have the Quran from the very beginning? God sending His word to every prophet, consistency, like He sent the Quran to Prophet Muhammad. Quran is also not written by prophet. Uh, yes, it's not written, but there should have been a consistency. Right? Angel Gabriel had come with the Wahi to every prophet, but the Quran was also burnt. By Uthman bin Affan. All the Qurans, except Hafsa's Quran, was saved. So these books, these monotheistic religions, don't make sense. There's neither consistency nor any kind of, the prophets didn't write it themselves even. It came on their heart, it came on Prophet Muhammad's heart, but Even this prophet did not write the Quran with his hand. No consistency. And prophets did not write the Quran. Consistency after 200 years. What consistency? And God says, I take care of this Quran. I preserved it. No, no, there's inconsistency in the Quran ayats. And God should have said, who will be the scribe of this Quran? God did not say this. This is all in the hadiths. Uh, it's nothing is consistent. Nothing is like God did not say, like if He sends the Quran, this Quran, He says, if I had sent it to the mountain, it would have crumbled down. It was like His face, seeing His face, you know. So, first and foremost, God should have said, I'm sending an angel that would write, because write down the Quran and compile it properly in order. So, yes, no consistency, not even after 200 years. Man wrote this Quran. A scribe, Zaid bin Thabit was there, I think. I don't know according to Sunnis who it was, but Ali ibn Abu Talib was there. Ali ibn Abu Talib wrote the Quran, but the Quran that has survived here is given to us by the various Qurans. But one I know of is that it was Hafsa's Quran that was preserved. Mukesh says Quran will return of the 200 year of Muhammad. Pardon? Sorry, 200 year after Muhammad. Quran will return. Who? But you see, in the Quran, it doesn't say that it will return after 200 years and it should have gone to Uthman's hands, and then Hafsa's Quran should have been preserved, it would be preserved. Nothing like that in the Quran has been said. No rule about the scribe how it will be preserved, but that Allah will preserve it and protect it. No rule has been given in the Quran, it's only in the hadiths. No rule has been given on how to say 5 obligatory prayers, in which method it should be performed in the Quran ayats. What do you think? Islam is a political cult? I think Islam is a satanic cult. Politics, everything, spiritual, psychic, Satan. But I also want to say that, you see, I don't want to give opinions like this of mine in this way, like things are in the air. But to show, first of all, because you see, we Muslims, even now, I'm still shocked finding new ayats, which closely examining and knowing the tafsirs also, or just looking at the ayat, oh, this is what Abu Bakr, yeah, so I have to, on the, like, for example, I can only give examples and show the Quran ayats, and then from there I'm going. So if I come to give my opinion like this, you see, my shock, I have to get myself out of the shock. I have to show myself constantly from the Quran ayats. But if the things you're asking me are all in thin air. First, we need to get out of the shock. So something that is here, you're going way ahead in thin air, asking for my opinion. This is not my style, because I also think there's Shia school of thought, Sunni school of thought. How should God have brought a religion which, through every side, all opinions put together of human beings, would come to this? It would be a universal ayat, universal truth, that through every angle it would prove true and our opinions would be exhausted. He did not say, I talked to God. Moses spoke. God spoke to Moses. Abraham was Khalil Allah, friend of Allah. Moses was Kalim Allah. If Quran so is itself complete. Please, Mukesh, brother Muslim, then why Muslim follow Hadith? You are jumping to things that I don't know. This is the thing. Sometimes the Quran is not clear. Quran ayats, so they have to look into the Hadith, because in the Quran ayat it also says that they follow the messenger. Messenger is very important so his sayings are very, very important, and his life stories are not in the Quran. Other prophets are, some here and there scattered, and half, they just end here and there. So that's why the Muslims have to look into the Hadith and the life story of Prophet Muhammad. They have to take recourse to the Hadiths. So this, and the Shias, because it's lacking in Quran. There has to be someone with the Quran, so the Shias have to take imams afterwards. Quran itself, how will the Quran be protected? Allah used Prophet Muhammad to give the Muslims the Quran, and used an angel, an intermediary, as an intermediary. He could not talk directly to Muhammad. So it's been so obscure, this Quran, that some have taken, it's not been clear. It's not given to the Muslims as a, some, like a golden, like a, what do you call that? I can't even, the sayings and all. It's not given to them in a golden platter. It's not spoon fed. Like, these are going to be the scribes. Here you will follow the hadiths. Here, this. It's not clear. And so, unfortunately, sadly, we have all these schools of thought in Islam. And some Muslims follow hadiths without following guided imams of the progeny of Fatima, the daughter of the Prophet, because he himself didn't have any sons. So they could explain the Quran to the followers. And since we are told there were such hypocrites, first class and high class hypocrites of his time, he should have made sure that, someone is with the Quran to convey the Quran properly. Otherwise, everyone reading in their own way or following the hadiths, as it becomes, you are cornered to follow the hadiths. So some of them feel, yes, they have to, some Muslims, that they have to follow the hadith in order to understand deeply the Quran ayats and properly. And there are metaphorical, allegorical Quran ayats, we are told, in the Quran ayat itself. It means Quran is not clear as you say, as I say, or as you see it. You see, it's not because I'm saying it, but what is, yes. Then these Muslims are pushed to follow something other than the Quran, and then there are Quran only people also who will disagree with me in this matter, and they will say, you are saying wrong. So that's why the way I started from the Quran ayats is simple, so you can directly see and get as it is. Even this is will be there will be objections against what I'm showing them through the Quran ayats. So please, if you will allow me to show it the way I've been showing it, so we have it right here, and then no Quran only also can object that she's using her opinion. I have to be very careful also in this way, right? Because I don't want to use my opinion. So reserve my opinion and show through the Quran that does it not now come to this, that this man was a hypocrite, was a mujrim, was a criminal, Prophet Muhammad, working it out through Quran ayats, okay? And a warmonger. Was it fair to the Bedouins what they are told, what we are told in Surah Fatah? Are you now, any more questions? Please, if you will cooperate, Mukesh brother. Now, please, huh? So cooperate. You see, like in my previous live stream, mujrimeen will be punished. Salahuddin, so back to Salahuddin's saying. In Islam, yes, but it says that those who wage war against Allah and the Messenger, we were fooled to think. Mukesh says, tell me, recording you, what will be the punishment to a man who is about 60-year handwriting, married to a 6-year-old? Handwriting? Pardon? 60-year-old? He was a. Who are you talking about? This Prophet Muhammad was 50 something. Please don't exaggerate. We have to be very. Tell me, recording you, according to me, what will be the punishment? No, I cannot say according to me. I can say I'm still searching for universal truths and universal law. How would the divine law apply to a person? Is there a divine law sent? Is this a divine law? This is not a divine law, I've shown it. You're making it difficult for me, Mukesh brother, Muslim brother. Yes, Muhammad was 52 years old. Look, now these Muslims are saying that it is all right, or that Aisha was 19 years old. God forgot to put I mean, in the hadith, sorry, not God, but in the hadith, they forgot to put, it's somehow some error has occurred, and she was not 9, she was 19. So please, I've done all this, seen all this. You can go to ex-Muslim when they're talking about Aisha and Prophet Muhammad being 50, in his 50s, 52 or 54, I'm not sure. So you want to say he's not, I don't want to say anything like this on my own. Please, I am not giving my opinion, I'm reserving my opinions. So you want to say he is not good enough to send message to Muslim. Okay, I gave you enough chances to make cooperate here, right? Sorry, I'll have to hide user on this channel, remove report. No, sorry, Mukesh, I'll have to put you on user timeout, right? Because you're no, it's not what I'm saying. First and foremost, in the end, I will say leave Islam. He's a mujrimun. But before that, I need to show you that it's not me saying it, it's the truth as I see it saying it. Now, I don't want to go to those hadiths against Aisha, against Prophet Muhammad. He married a 6-year old, where or the 9-year old consummated his marriage with her. I can only say one thing. If I put you on timeout, his things will go. All this. You see, I can only say that through the Quran ayats, something that he may have forced, like the Shia say, that Abu Bakr cornered Prophet Muhammad into marrying his daughter at whatever age it was, 19 or 9. But I think that through Surah Ahzab ayat, I see, since he forced Zainab bin Josh. You see, here we are told in Surah Ahzab ayat, so like this I go. You see, I'll have to show you the hadiths and what age exactly was Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, and this and that before coming saying that, oh, I've come to, I say this, I say that, I say he's not good. It's not I. It's seeing when you do research and what the research is telling you. What is the ayat telling you? It's not me saying this, but then I agreeing, because the inside, it reflects the truth inside. So it's not I saying I say, I say. Okay? Surah Azab ayat 36. So I want to correct the Shias. It was very difficult. You see, no Shia will come here. Although, and also my subscribers are only like, how many are there? 400 around now? Just 400. Yeah? 418, not to miss each one of you. Valuable subscribers. So, I want to say what this ayat is saying and then go to that history where it says that he was in his 50s when he married Aisha, and Aisha was 6 years old or 7 years old when he married her, and consummated the marriage when she was 9 years old with her. Some Shias even said that this he actually Aisha was used, so in a good way, to say that baligh ho gaye, eligible to pray, and marriageable age for the girls, females. So what I'm trying to say here is that it was not Abu Bakr who trapped Prophet Muhammad into marrying his daughter at such a young age. So the people would start talking against him, and Abu Bakr sacrificed his 6-year-old, 9-year-old, because he was such a hypocrite and an enemy of Islam. So people would start saying that Prophet Muhammad married a 9-year-old or 6-year-old, 7-year-old, and consummated the marriage with her when she was 9 years old. But then God made it good and said, okay, this is the law I'm making, because these hypocrites tried to trap him. And God used that for the betterment of all. Like, this is the law that at the age of 9, females, Muslim females, become eligible now to marry, to start their prayers, 5 obligatory prayers, and must have learned the Quran in Arabic and things like that. Do their religious, now performing their religious rituals and all. But I was showing the Shias is that it was not Abu Bakr who trapped Prophet Muhammad into marrying his little daughter, but that he himself, because it does not, here the verse goes, it does not behove a believer, male or female, that when Allah and His Messenger have decided an affair, they should exercise their choice. So it goes for Abu Bakr and his wife, Aisha's parents too. So since this verse is clearly here in front of our eyes, how even if the hypocrites tried to corner him, how much could they corner him? He had money from Khadija. How much could they corner him to marry their daughter at the age of 9 or 6 or 7? Because here it was against, I read the, okay, so now I had to read the Shia commentary. And when I read the Shia commentary, look at this. What do you say about this? Shias. Zainab bin Josh, against her will, our fifth Imam. It's no more my fifth Imam. This evil progeny is not from, I can't follow this evil progeny anymore. So multilingual Quran. Surah Azab, verse 36. How could you say these hypocrites cornered him? Where is the thing about this ayat? It is below 36, I hope. Some commentaries are under some other ayats. Let's see if I find this commentary. So to look at this, by any logical way, does it make sense that Abu Bakr would, when here we have a case against Prophet Muhammad, right? Political grasp. May I know from which country you belong? When did you leave Islam? Could anyone please reply me? Political grasp. I just left Islam, I think 3 years ago or something. 2, 3 years ago. Which country I belong to is, you can find out through my other videos. I was a Pakistani from my mother's side. I'm an ex-Pakistani. When did you leave Islam? May I know? Yes, you may know. Could anyone, I'm replying to you, political grasp, right? So here we have Shias. Here we have your commentary saying that here Prophet Muhammad forced Zainab bin Josh against her will, her choice. At the time of their marriage, when she was informed by the Holy Prophet, she did not like the proposal. So her brother Abdullah bin Josh and both of them, according to Imam Muhammad bin Ali al-Baqir, fifth Imam of the 12 Shias, wanted to exercise their freedom, says they wanted to exercise their freedom of choice in this matter. Then this verse was revealed. We must not put our own wisdom. So this verse was revealed. 36 of Surah Az-Zahar. It is not fitting for a believer, man or woman, when a matter has been decided by Allah and His Messenger, to have any option about their decision. If anyone disobeys Allah and His Messenger, he is indeed on a clearly wrong path. So it's not like the messenger, Prophet Muhammad, was absolutely innocent, never cornered anyone, or never forced anyone to marry against their will, against their choice. Political Grasp says, thanks for replying me, ma'am. Glad to see you on this channel. Thank you very much. We need more brave women like you in our subcontinent. Lots of love from India. Lots of love to you, Political Grasp. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love. It's the best gift someone can give to me. And you are most welcome. It is an honor. And thanks to those who have allowed me, who have not killed me as yet. So the truth comes out, and they say, as they say, the truth sets you free. The truth will set you free. So it's not like that Prophet Muhammad and his Allah did not force. So maybe when he went, can you see this? Now I have to draw an inference. He made Abu Bakr give him his little daughter because, as this verse says, it can be applied there. So it wasn't like Abu Bakr trapped him, but it was like they couldn't say no to him. The parents of Aisha couldn't say no to him. So your saying is prejudiced or something. And who was the hypocrite? Abu Bakr or Prophet Muhammad? That I have proven, right? They say, Surah Saf ayats, God hates those who say what they do not do. 3, 2, 3 or 3, 4. Oh, believers, look at this. So have a look at this. And then the end. Oh my goodness. Behold, and how do you defend this, Prophet? Behold, thou didst say to one who had received the grace of Allah and thy favor, retain thou in wedlock thy wife, and fear Allah. But you hid in, like, I have to put it in like simple English. You see, here it says, behold, because some Muslim was saying, Quran is very hard. It's in like that Shakespearean language. I can't understand it. So, behold, you said to the one who had received the grace of Allah and your mercy, retain, yani your favor. Oh, sorry, your favor here. Retain your wife and fear Allah. But you did hide in your heart that which Allah was about to make manifest. Very great marriage counselor, I must say. Who will trust him? Who will trust him to be a good marriage counselor? Political Grasp says, definitely I'm going to watch each video of yours on this channel. Oh my goodness. Probably I'd love to invite to join our Indian ex-Muslims movement that include few Pakistani ex-Muslims. Two of them, okay? Allow me to recommend your name. Thank you so much, but I'm so terrible. I really appreciate this, but uh, I'll see. I just am so terrible at other people's channels and then asking me questions or things like that. I'm terrible at answering. I have to show the screen here. But thank you. When I feel I'm ready, when after a year or so, maybe it might take. I don't know how long it will take for me. Then I can come there and you know. Thank you so much. I'm actually looking for someone who will give me use this a channel from YouTube, and then we can show it through this way. But please do not oblige yourself to watch each video of mine. And no, don't. Please don't oblige yourself for that. Some of my videos are terrible, and I do many live streams. So whenever you are free on your own time, um, you take the time uh, to look at my videos and live streams. Okay? But just, do it on your own time when you are free and when you are able to do so. Mukesh says that is because of Sunni Muslim. Sorry, excuse me, what's Sunni Muslim? Or Maulanas? Sorry, I didn't get you. So here we have these. No, it's not due to Sunni Muslims and it's not due to Maulanas. The culprit is Prophet Muhammad. The culprit is Allah. This Allah is made. And Prophet Muhammad himself. First and foremost, we need to accept who the culprit is. So there's nothing, otherwise we wouldn't have had Sunni Muslims and Maulanas, would we? But also this Quran is unclear. So there have been confusions, and this Quran, this Islam has made bigots out of people. And Shias are the worst in it. How the progeny, the Imams are the worst. Forget the Shias. The Imams are the worst. Forget the Maulanas and the Sunni Islam. And please don't put Sunni Muslims, don't blame Sunni Muslims, and don't blame the Maulanas. And sorry, I I disagree with you here. I will have to remove this. Can you please remove this? Take the responsibility. Mukesh, you're right, sister. Call to offer says you're right, sister. Thank you so much. Call to offer, do you see it? That it's not those Sunni Muslims or Maulanas, it's this culprit we are talking about, Prophet Muhammad. Otherwise, I can say against Shias. Would it be right? The Imams, the way they have betrayed us deeply. I'll stand with my questions. No, sorry. You cannot I'll have to. Sorry, I disagree with Mukesh saying that is because of Sunni Muslims. Huh? Are you a Shia then? You are in a worse betrayal, I tell you, than the Sunni Muslims and the Maulanas. I'm not blaming any particular. Sorry, so did I get this wrong? You said that's because of Sunni Muslim. What do you mean that's because of Sunni Muslims? All of a sudden you've put this comment here. Do you see it? On what are you saying? What did I say here? What am I showing here? Huh? You just said something is because of Sunni Muslim or Maulanas. What is because of Sunni Muslim and Maulanas? What? What? These Quran, that's why I don't go to the hadiths. I don't go like you have been trying to take me. That's why. Here, look at it. Shia is just 10% across world. No, no, excuse me, I'm asking you a question. You said here an answer to what I was giving here. You said that is because of Sunni Muslim. Shia is just 10% across world. No, is it? I think it's more than 10%. But why did you put here that is because of Sunni Muslim or Maulanas? No, no, no. If they want, then after they can do that. What can they not do? You are very vague. I'm asking. What are you asking? You just said, you're not asking. You didn't put a question mark here. You see, you're not asking here. You didn't put a question mark here. You said here that is because of Sunni Muslim. Then you said, or Maulanas. You didn't put a question mark here. And you haven't answered me as yet. I'm not blaming any particular. Shia is just, oh yeah, I know that Shia. First of all, you cannot mispronounce Shia, right? So you're acting, okay, I see where you're coming. I see where you're coming from. Mukesh, if they want, then after they can't do that. I'm asking. Hope you know it's tough to use mobile keyboard. Okay. So you don't know the spelling of Shias? Yes, it is tough. Can you, okay, I'll give you some time. So you're asking me if this, what I was saying, is due to, did I ever say that it is due because of Sun? What is because of? Can you just not bring Shia? You see, if you would not, your mind will not go to. Now, after that, you said Shia is on just 10% across world. You can put percentage like this. That's very good. If I'm worse than that. You, in typing keyboard. If they want, then after they can't do that, I'm asking. Hope you know it's tough to use mobile keyboard. Political grasp says, ma'am, wouldn't it be much easier for you to be stream in either Hindu or Urdu? No, because English, because my English, instead of choosing English as mode, yeah, because it's, no, it's easier because I don't know how to read Urdu or Hindi in ayats. Ayats, I'm illiterate in Urdu. So how will I read the ayats in Urdu or Hindi? So sorry, English as mode of your communication because you are ex-Pakistani. I am ex-Pakistani from my mother's side, right? But from my father's side, I come from another country. Wanna know? No, no, I can't because I'm illiterate in Urdu. I never learned Urdu to write and read Urdu. I was in Karachi American School, so I never learned. My father said I could take another language, like French or something. So that's why it's easier for me to use English. Now you see why. You see, Mukesh, if you had not written this, Shia is just. If you had answered me, it wouldn't have been that difficult on the mobile keyboard. If you had answered my question, waiting for you. So, thank you, political graphs. I'm really sorry. I can't read and write in Urdu or Hindi. Hindi is not Hindi. There's nowhere near Pakistan. I don't know why you would even, you know. But it's great to listen you in Hindi. No, I don't know Hindi at all. I can't understand Hindi. Sorry, if you disagree, then you might go to a Indian Hindi ex-Muslim channel, not here. Then this channel is not for you. Political grasp. If sorry, this channel is not for you. Then I'm kind of different. Okay, so Mukesh, brother, I think you should go to another channel, a man's channel, ex-Muslim man. Like I would prefer ladies here, but I cannot put here on social media. And I don't want to get into these Asian people. Sorry, political grasp. My thing is my mentality is very Westerner type, right? I don't want to, because the Muslims, ex-Muslims. No, sorry, the channels there. I don't want men coming in. I don't want to interact with Asian men. So I would prefer if ladies came here. Okay, so this and you see, you said here, Mukesh, you said, I'm waiting for you. You instigate me to light my cigarette. Oh, that's very sad. Then I think you should leave immediately my channel. If you are that weak, then you must leave. Then, you see, what did you say here? You said that this is because of Sunni. You are blaming Sunni Muslims and Maulanas. Please don't blame Sunni Muslims and don't say that it is because of Sunni Muslim or Maulanas. What is because of? Because this Prophet was a liar? Is that because the Prophet was a liar? The Prophet, the ayats are telling me I've seeped through the ayats. So, brother, very few Hindus would smoke. I don't know where you come from. I'm not blaming. Are you a Shia? So Shias have made this mistake. You see, how can you say it's the fault of the Muslim Sunnis or the Maulanas? What I showed you. I'm showing you from Quran ayats. Please take responsibility. Cigarette smoking is terrible for health, right? This is like committing suicide daily, every day. Put something in your mouth like a sweets, candies. Stop laughing like this. This is a serious case. These Shias, what they have given us, the religious scholars have lied, and you're blaming Sunni Muslims and their Maulanas. Political graph says, yes, I got it. I'm comfortable in all. Hindi, Urdu, English, I can understand even if you speak in English. Ma'am, which country viewer do you want to view if not Asian? Curious. Huh? I would like ladies, Muslim ladies, wherever they're from, whichever country, but ladies I prefer. Asian men, no. I don't prefer Asian men. And not even Arab men. I would prefer ladies. And civilized human beings who we resonate with, who would help me cooperate, right? Sister, I'm laughing on me myself. Oh, okay, brother. Sorry, I got it wrong. I thought you were laughing at me. Um, political grasp. Thank you for this. Okay, so yeah, sister, Mukesh says, sister, that will be great to have some stream. I know it would be great, but I tried everything. I'll keep trying. Let's see. Maybe one day on the computer I'll work it out by a decoder this time and try to work the live streams on the encoder or decoder using decoders or encoders. And then you can come instead of these comments. I know even I am terrible at comments. So you can also use it on mobile too. Sorry, I don't know. I tried. But sometimes timing, I don't know if you have to buy. How can you use that? Well, I don't know how to use it, but right now it doesn't matter. Right now, what's important is that I won't be even able to take you people and answer quickly. You see, I have to get out of the shop. He's the culprit. So don't blame Muslims. We need to understand and be patient with the Muslims, but I get very angry and disgusted, even my Shias. That, yeah, sometimes I get very, very angry and I want to run away to some place where, there are no Muslims at times when I look at this. What he's done. And please, Muslims, should come a time where you should not be responsible people for your own good. Just register with StreamYard. I tried that, didn't work. I don't know how to use that. I failed. I failed. I tried it StreamYard, many ways, OBS, and God knows how many I installed. I tried with StreamYard also. Didn't work, failed. So you have indeed the messenger, beautiful oh goodness. So you see here he's forced Zainab. How can you say किसकी मजाल है जो इनको force करे या trap this man. He has, you know how he trapped Abu Bakr? He used Allah. Against Abu Bakr comes this verse, Surah Nur ayat 22. तो प्लीज़ आप लोग देखें, look at this political graph. ये आप देख रहे हैं इसने क्या, और कभी कभी तो जब शिया या सलाहुद्दीन आता था और मुझे बहुत खैर हेल्प तो ऐसा help had come, but I mean, what was I saying now? Help had, but you know, why don't you people see it? That this is a liar when I'm showing you through the Quran ayahs. Then you make me feel so suffocated because you know what is at stake for us? What was at stake? Our lives were at stake, and blasphemy. This is a public figure. Soon as I found out that this person was not a true prophet, there were contradictions, the ayats, there were some discrepancies in the ayats. Political grasp says, ma'am, Muslim women rarely join stream or watch ex-Muslims channel because they're so much oppressed. Most Muslim men take their women for granted. Allow every kind of viewer, listener to watch your stream. Okay, yes. That's what I'm doing now. But I said I prefer, uh, there was some, but they don't go with me. I can't trust anyone anyways. Yes, thank you for the suggestion. This suggestion I will take. Yes, I have to allow every kind of viewer, listener to watch my live stream. Thank you. And I have to compose myself and endure with every kind of viewer and listener. Thank you so much, Political Grasps. Mukesh says, please say something about polygamy. No, I can. Polygamy. See, Sri Krishna married many women. David, was it, who married Solomon? How many? Sri Krishna married many women. Okay, Ram didn't. Ram had only Sita, Devi, Sita. So I don't. I would. Christianity then came back to monogamy. So I don't know. My personal opinion on this, I would rather reserve. Sorry, I cannot say anything on polygamy. Why also Sri Krishna had to leave Radha, his loved one and beloved, and marry all those. They say the mind has, like, you can't compare Hinduism. Anyways, Mukta's sister, but Hindus are not to take it as practice. Yeah, I know. That is the difference. Yes, you're right. Because it has a deeper meaning to why Sri Krishna married. How many did Sri? Yes, you're right about this, Mukesh. There's a difference, and like I said in my previously before in this live stream, that you cannot compare monotheistic religions to Hinduism. Sri Krishna, why did he marry these 1600? Married. Yes, you're right. Just gopis, milkmaids from the life of young Krishna, who was a husband, or sometimes called his 16,000 wives. This mythology of Krishna's love with gopis is also described theologically as devotional worship of Krishna. The gopis risked having a relationship with him. What is the what is the meaning behind this? Acha, 16,108. Real story behind. What is the significance? Ah, Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji. Oh, I know him. He's been my guru. Let's see let's see the significance behind this. See, I have not read Bhagavatam. I don't know much about it. I don't know much about it, but what I have heard is Lord Krishna freed present day's Iraq. Iraq was ruled by a person called Narakasur. He had 16,000 wives and he made everybody miserable. The whole population was miserable. It's in Iraq. His son was Bhagadatta. This is this the number of sloks in Vedas. Ah, I see. So everybody miserable, and so you can read this. Because of Bhagavata, that city came to be known as Baghdad. Oh, so what Iraq has to face now, it has faced 5,000 years ago also. 5,000 years ago, Iraq had same type of regime. When I was in Iraq, they told me in Kurdistan there are 100 villages where there is not a single male because Saddam Hussein killed every male. Killed every male. Shia male or every male. In those 100 villages, the amount of suffering people had. Uh, excuse me. It's a bit, oh my god. Sometimes my voice goes faint. Sorry, I have to. Where's the tea? My nerves are. Oh, it's finished. Anything else before I go? I think I need a break. Uh, Political Grasp says, yes, Lord Krishna married 1600. No, sorry, 16,000. That's disputed. But we don't follow Krishna's Sunnat, means Hindus are not bound to marry. No, no, of course not. Look, he was a god on earth, avatar. You wouldn't even have that power to marry 16,000 wives, 1600,000 wives. Polygamy needs to be abolished no matter who follow it. Okay, that is needs to be abolished. Why? What are the what's the reason for that? They were sharing their story. It is chilling that in the age such a demonic mindset can exist. You have heard about similar you have heard about similar incidents in Uganda as well. Someone stored many skulls in the fridge. Oh, this is scary. I mean, this is sad. It's not scary, but really sad. No, no, wait a minute. What's that? Ah, Mukesh says, hope you know Kandar was named after a Ravana wife, Gandhari. Acha. No, I didn't know this. Thank you. Gandhari was terrible, right? Gandhari was Ravana's wife, but she was at the time of Ravana, the time. That was Ramana, who was against Sri Ram. And so this Ravana, what does it have to do with that? Kandar, Iraq? And Gandhari. Sorry, I'm here on Iraq, so I'm confused, Mukesh. Gandhari was terrible with Krishna. Ravana, wasn't he with against Ram, who abducted Sita, kidnapped Sita? Or was it Ravana? Ramana? No, Ravana. Killed millions. Those who said no, he killed them off millions world. 1/3 of the population of Cambodia was killed by one man. So such a demonic mindset existed 5,000 years ago also. And he had married 16,000 women, captured them and made them his slaves. So when he was slain by Sri Krishna, he freed them. The 16,000 women then said, now we will all commit suicide. They all wanted to commit mass suicide. Because in those days there was a taboo about women without her husband, about a woman without her husband. They were not having such a respect in the society, and especially a wife of a demonic person has no respect. So they all told Krishna, because our families will not take us, because we have been married to this guy, and the world will not accept us. So you see this kind of sacrifice God did against this demon who had the power to marry 16,000 wives. So this. And so he married them. And this is, and he gave them love. You see, this is God on earth. This is God on earth. Shri Krishna. Sacrificing his beloved Radharani and saving these 16,000 would not even Radharani understand. Right? Sacrifice. So he gave them new life. But his real wives were Rukmani, Satyambhama, and Jambavati. So even with his real wives, Radharani had to sacrifice. And she wanted him to be happy. Never ever said anything. Political graph says, for every man, one wife should be common. That's how a man can justify his relationship. Let's keep your focus on Islam. Otherwise, all religion people will be flooded to refute your claim. No, I just feel this is so beautiful. I'm not refuting this, but you know, I just have a, like when I read Radha Krishna. Yeah, I think, are you saying, sorry, I didn't get you properly. Are you saying that Muslims are going to come and say she's prejudiced? Like I can't even admire a part of Hindu religion? Jai Gurudev. Why can't I? Like if I, Mirabai, I, and what if I turn out to be Radharani? Why would you keep me away from my roots? And why for these people? Oh, they can refute me, they can take my life, but I can, if I admire religion, part of the story, my tears are, if tears are formed in my eyes. ऐसे तो कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना छोड़ो. When I was a Shia, people said, there were people who thought my love for my teacher was 40 decades older to me. मेरी मोहब्बत पाक मोहब्बत और जहाँ की खाक मोहब्बत कहीं तुम्हें प्यार न हो जाए तो बच बच के चलना हुजूर. You see, there are very few people, mostly boy-girl relationship. But who could love their aunt or their teacher and give their lives, waste their youthful years for just this, to just be with them in the most appropriate way, just spend time. People want physical attraction. God gave me this gift of pure love for a teacher, 40 decades, meaning 40 years older than me. There are incestuous relationships happening. Lovely song, but not on your voice. No, my voice is terrible. Thank you for reminding me. Mukesh, brother. Ha ha ha. So, what else? Anything? Any more political grasp? Keep try, may you get way to sing. No, I've kept trying and I get worse and worse. Thank you so much, but I don't think I sing to please you or someone. I sing because I love to sing, right? So for you, maybe you want perfect voice sound, one more to lit. Who are you? Are you that Gilgiti again? Political. Ha ha ha, dear, did I hear you crooning Indian Bollywood song? But you said you don't know so much about the Hindu Urdu. But I know how to sing the song. I know Urdu. I don't know how to read and write. And that's a Urdu song. It's not even in Hindi. Your voice is beautiful, no doubt. Oh God, it's ugly. Political grasp, thank you, but it's ugly. Lata's voice was beautiful. So thank you, Political Grasp. But I think just, Dil to pagal hai? You use your lighter. Yes, so? Now, why do you have to rub it in? I excuse myself, right? Very bad feeling you give me. You are the hurting kind, it seems. Please amend your ways and then come here questioning others. First, be a good human being. Now, my turn. You've had many turns here to do so. Oh, you are so bold to say this to me. You are cheeky. You are very cheeky. A gentleman would avoid such a thing. Someone has a weakness. Please excuse me, is saying. You are being very cheeky with me, Mukesh, brother. I have to endure with people like you. First, be a good human being. Be a gentleman. I use my lighter, sister. Oh, you don't use a match? I thought you don't know that great English. Maybe you use a match. So here we come again on this subject. It may hurt you if you are a Shia, but I tell you, Shias are the worst in lies they have given us. And Sunnis, forget them. When Shia, when this culprit, when this, they told us that uh, they did a thing. Sorry, I have to time you out here or remove this. Okay, you're distracting me. I'm not well and I need to concentrate on what I'm doing. Mukesh, so behave yourself or you'll be timed out. Now, final warning. And this kind of a thing, I use I remove these. Stop being cheeky. Learn to behave yourself here like a gentleman. I will not allow you here. One more thing, sister. No, no. No more thing. I don't trust you. Sorry. You don't mean, and I don't know. I don't trust you. You don't mean, sister. Why are you using Mukesh's name? You know who Mukesh was? A great singer, a great gentleman. Uh, I have to time you out here. That's it. Okay, so I will come back after a break and we'll talk on the Shia, how they have lied to us. Political graph. Ma'am, I checked your videos list, a lost of video. Seems you started your channel 1 year ago. right? Yes, maybe. You should have got so many views and many subscribers. Suggest me few videos of yours so I could watch now. Suggest me few videos. Sorry, I don't remember. What are you interested in? Islam or my case? What are you interested in? And I don't remember the videos, so I cannot do that. Anyways, I'm here on this lies that the Shias have told us. Sorry, I cannot. You'll have to choose your own videos, my videos that you would like to uh, see. And Shias can be, I get the feeling that the Shias also, I'm very angry at these Shias, how they have fooled us and how they have put everything on Ali, Muhammad, Ali. Please leave this Shia religion and religion, this Islam. Now I'm going to show you how these Shias have lied to us. So here we have Shias. You see how he made the Shias get close to him through Hussein al-Zain al-Abidin. We are the near of kin referred to in this verse. 26. When rendered to the kindred, their due rights. What? And Z leave out. And later on, Imam Ali, yani Zain al-Abidin said to a Syrian, we are the near of kin referred to in this verse. You ripped off your prophet, your father. No. Do not, he's not a father of anyone but Hussein, Hassan and Hussein. And you, look at this, Surah Hashar ayats and Surah Azab ayats. How he used Allah, right? And you Sunnis also come here. Oh my God. How this person has brainwashed you using Allah, fear, immense fear. Sunni Shias, both of you come here. I don't want Hindus here. I want Shias and Sunnis here. But if your heart can see this, what I've seen, because I was a Shia myself, and do you not think of those who were polytheists? They are the forefathers. You ripped off their rights here. Your father, your believers broke houses, right? Broke houses. Here, look how he uses whatever's in the heavens and whatever's in the earth. This is how he starts his exploitation, this alter ego of his. This law he used. How to get you completely hate, repulsive, be repulsive against idol worshippers, against, you see, the ever mighty, the ever wise. One Allah he used. Then what is done here? It is he who expelled the ones, his Allah, expelling the ones who disbelieved among the people of the scripture from their homes at the first gathering. What do the Shia say about this? Let me tell you. No. Multilingual Quran. These Shias, I tell you. Forget Sunnis. Forget Sunnis. Right? Look at the Shias. How they have lied to me, us. I feel, yeah, me, no. And love no one. But Ahlul Bayt, these five, these Shias, I tell you, run the other way from this religion. You can see it. I'm putting blood and sweat here to show you. For Shia Sunnis to leave this religion. How emotionally this shaitan, really. I mean, I can't believe it. He has, what are they saying, these Shias? Look at that. These Imams, what they have given, this verses identical hadith, all that. This is terrible. After the Battle of Badr, the Jews of Bani Nadir accepted the fact that the Holy Prophet was the Messenger of Allah, who said, they did not, you liars, 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 liars. And if they did, then you can't see it, you can't see it. You should see this. Calling the polytheists hypocrites? Sympathize with the Jews? Makes me sick. You Shias, you see this. And excuse me, Hindus. Okay? Enough. You celebrate Christmas. Oh, Guru's Christmas comes. Shri Ravi Shankarji is wearing Santa Claus hat. What do these Christians call you? Demonic. You want to protect. Oh, you go with every one of them. In your religion. Okay. People, we know that the Hindus want to, they are very seasoned, they are composed, they remember what they want to help out, they want to, but still we say, Hindus don't look very empathetic, right? Yet, they come here, they want to distract me, why, So, some Sunni here, something, and because I put Ex-Shia, they go killing Shias or hating them. Yes, I know, but you cannot stop me now. Have you ever been a Shia to know what it is like to be lied to? How? And when I closely examine this, how I get it, and I had to put a stone on my heart, huh? And you Hindus, you will not help me? Cooperate with me. Who are you saving? Okay, we know that we are not killing anyone. Hypocrite. Oh, God. Muslim rivers at Uhud. See that Vizara. Right? So one Hindu here, rock or someone come and tell me, you want to give Muslim heart attack. Shias even. I kept quiet since long time. I not want my father saying you raw Shia, kacha Shia. But when my heart's thinking, finally one day say to my father, I keep quiet because my father could get, he very Hussein, 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 Hussein. He do ziyarat. He recite ziyarat. Listen, no more. Not that I want to give a Shia a heart attack. But you will say, I'm a, no Shia. Allah, my heart, Zara. You not care about. That's why faint-hearted people, Muslims, Shias not needed. Don't come here. It might. Yes, I getting heart. I am having a heart problem here. Oh, sorry. Maybe it's a gastric or muscle pull. I thought yesterday I went because I felt that my heart because yesterday it was the last straw on the camel's back broken. The कैमल का बैक ब्रोकन कहते हैं इंग्लिश में सेइंग है तो मैंने कहा कि जल्दी जल्दी मैं कर लूँ मुझे हार्ट अटैक हो सकता है इधर I could get a heart attack. So today also I was making tea and have the pain in my heart, like muscle pull. Okay, so I survived. Maybe the gastric. It happened in London also when I was 14 years old or something. I tell this Filipino maid there as we were walking. I think it's a muscle pull in my heart. You see that I see against Abu Bakr that the last straw on the camel's back, meaning camel's back broken. You see. So please, I say, please seek help. Either be very courageous if you love the truth, then come here. But you not care. Houses, you don't see this. You know how much effect it have on the city, what he do. And then you make us cry on the other hand, Khaime Jale, Beparda Hue, Bibiyan, and all this. Hey, I know Noah, I participate nights, my brother, youngest brother, not like me. Later on, new generation, we not force anyone, Shias. But if he not want to do matam, like I do matam and all this, oops, sorry, my mic. So, you not, I could have had a heart attack. So I said, oh, please, God. This time I say, oh, God, please let me just last for a moment where I can help my Shias come out of this, those who have the courage to see this. And also remember those beparda slave girls married captive. And what we were not told this until I came across the words. Right? So some bad Shia also using for security purpose, and oh, I've seen Shias taunting and very bad. I've come across. And very sharp Shias, huh? When they also get angry. So please, huh? You may be, the grass is always greener on the other side. So don't be naive. Okay? M man says people need to come to Jesus. Now you see again, M man, why they need to come to Jesus. Why not to Jiddu Krishnamurti what he's showing, and why not the truth within you? Because Jesus himself once said in Jesus of Nazareth, the movie I heard, to the Roman soldier whose servant was unwell. Jesus said to him, "Go, your faith has healed your servant." I don't know if that's true in the Bible written, but in Jesus of Nazareth he says this. And why not you find the truth within yourself? Because you see, we need evidence not here. Where Mary? You see it? Were you there, witness? Please. Witness. No, you were not there as witnesses. Man, you were not there as witnesses. Why you believe in these scriptures, you monotheistic ones? What is wrong with you? He the way, the Alpha, the Omega. No, it may not have been like that. Man, it is because you believe in your scriptures. But the Alpha is there on its own, the Omega is there. How come only He be the way, the Alpha, the Omega, the first and the last? And why you like this? Why He not bring Jesus first? Hmm? Why He not send every son of His, Adam son of His, Abraham son of His? Why later on? Why He fail man? Why your God then say, I regret the creating, I regret, why you wait for so long, tell me? I regret creating man. Bible. Lord regretted that he had made man on the earth, and he was grieved in his heart. 6:6, Genesis 6:6. Please, am man, after the way we have been deceived as Shias, I tell you, but I see with my mind and the Bible verses, I get emotional, but please, after, don't push us into Christianity, right? I assure you, I would have been a Christian long time ago, not because my teacher was, but I had the Bible. And because I loved what Jesus said. Okay? And I study online Catholic priest, saints, and I know even Mother Teresa. I could have become, because what Mother Teresa says is what I wanted. Love can do. Love in action. Love in action. That I want to tell my teacher. I didn't have words, but Mother Teresa was love in action, right? The only thing was that I loved one woman. So what? Elijah, Prophet Elijah, who did he save? One woman, we are told, right? In the fifth mountain also of Paulo Coelho, you learn that the book. Elijah saved, go to one woman. He. Why you not see properly, please? Please. This about truth, not about our egos or our securities or what we believe in, what the scripture have told us. Sometimes we bring from the scripture things we admire. But if you want consistency, you read this Jiddu Krishnamurti. He won't even let you quote Rumi, not to quote anyone, not to even worship him. You know what Khalil Gibran said about Jiddu Krishnamurti? My God, he's like a love personified or something. When I entered, his consistency, everything is in you. And man, I wish you could see that. You believe in yourself because the truth has to be in you. So be consistent. When God said to Moses, I am that I am, and if Jesus said, I am before Abraham was, what he mean? This I am. He's taking you to that I am that God told Moses. And that enough. I don't know what people made of this scriptures and gave you. You look out to Jesus or you look inside yourself, you will find the Alpha and the Omega. And did not Jesus say, so, I can say Jesus said this, Jesus said that. So what do you think that even Jews should come and follow this Alpha and the Omega? They were missing on Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, and I'm the bread, I'm the life, I'm the bread of life, I'm this, I'm that. No. Please. Great tragedy has happened and you don't see it. Why didn't God choose daughter for himself rather than a boy, a man, a son? You know? Please have a look at this. I don't mean to offend, but this is not the right. I don't know how to say it properly to you. I don't know how to appeal to your hearts. I don't know. Sometimes I get very, very angry. Please overlook that. But see, what are we here for? Are you here for the truth? Jesus, yes, a very peaceful this, that, but Jesus could not save John the Baptist from being beheaded by King Herod. Jesus wept, right? But Jesus could not save John the Baptist. So how do you think that Jesus is going to save you all? Hmm? He made many miracles happen. He even brought Lazarus to life. Couldn't he bring John the Baptist back to life? God resurrected him after the crucifixion, 3 days, 3 nights. What this? Again, it is like, you're calling me to something out of the frying pan into the fire. Or, okay, maybe being Christians is like being in the frying pan and then become Muslim. Now I'm out of the frying pan. I'm also out of the fire. Please. And you also come out of it. Oh God. It's all for security. You need to look up to something, you look inside, not up to someone or something. God. No, you need to come to yourself. You need to come to yourself. That self that you trust in. Without Jesus, without Muhammad, without the Holy Spirit. So please come to I am then. But I'm not saying become like embrace Judaism now. Jesus don't do requests like you unbelievers. And man say, request like you unbelievers? Jesus don't do request. Unbelievers, you're calling me. I don't know what kind of people you are. My goodness. You can't even be like friend, caring for each other as human beings. Look at the what you called me here. Unbelievers. Shia. Up, we, I mean, Muslims call her. What's the difference then? Okay, you called me an unbeliever. You would not kill me. Yes, I don't follow. I don't believe that Mary had a son out of wedlock. I mean, yeah, like a miraculous conception or immaculate conception. If that makes me an unbeliever and you call me an unbeliever, I am quite this thing. She didn't. Stop lying. Now I will call you a liar. Stop following lies. Oh, you who have such little faith. As you said, unmarried, every woman who believes God can give her a child should have a child. And man says the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit what? What's the difference between the Holy Spirit and God? Hmm? And man says, I'm Mary. Hello, Mary. So you are Mary, okay? And you have come back? So there are many false who came back saying, I'm the Jesus you're waiting for. I've come back. Let me show you. There's an Australian who says that he's Jesus and he is with Mary now. No, sorry, he's with his wife Mary. No, not with Mary. Sorry, Mary Magdalene. Australian. Why don't you believe in him? Says he's Jesus. Huh? No wonder you have 3 followers. How many followers did Jesus have? Huh? And one of them even betrayed him, Judas Iscariot. 12 followers. When he was alive, Jesus didn't have so many followers here like now. He had only 12 disciples. So you should not say this. You see, the Messiah meet the Australian man. The Messiah. Meet the Australian man who says he's Jesus and his followers. How many followers does he have? For the love of God, the man who thinks he's Jesus, meet Alan, a mysterious Australian who claims to be Jesus Christ reincarnated. The real stories, Facebook. How would you recognize who the true Jesus is when he comes back? Or will you even live to see? Hope you live to see him. Because there were Christians waiting. They thought this was the time Jesus was supposed to come back, and he didn't. So you can be sarcastic. The man in Austrian, not Austrian, Australia, is not well, like many people pray for him. It's not well, like many people pray for him. Okay? Maybe even Jesus wasn't well. Because my friend, look, yes, pray for him, yes. My friend, listen, please. You can't give me that proof, right? That Jesus was Son of God or God Himself. And I tried my best. I beseeched. I had dreams. Bibi Mariam telling me she's here when I was in Karachi. What not? But I wanted proof. Give me proof that you gave birth miraculously. I didn't get it. I prayed and prayed, appealed. Mary, intercede. And very, respectfully. I was a Muslim then. I could not be disrespectful. Unless when I go insane or something. Then you can't blame me, right? So, I didn't get the proof. I tried my best. What I got the most was that Mary was in. Mary died because we used to think that Mary was raised up to life. There's no dead recording of her, but Mary died in Murree, Pakistan. There is a grave, but then that was not a true story. I went deeper. Murree has a shrine of Mary's grave. University of Dayton, Ohio. So then I went deep into this reading. Is Mary buried in Murree? That's why the name Murree? Or is it someone else? Mystery shrouds Murree, teacher's death. Oh, sorry, this is about a teacher's death. Okay, so here I tried, what is this? I tried my best to find proof inside myself. I said, if God, no doubt that there are some very great Christians, you know, but I couldn't get proof. Prophet Google, what you looking for? I was just showing you that in Pakistan, a place called Murray, where they say that Mary's grave is there, that she was buried there, she died there. Wikipedia, let me see, let me check. In recent Ahmadi Muslim belief that Mai Murray de Ashton, resting place of Mother Mary, is the burial place of Mary, Mother of Jesus, at one extremity of Murray in Pakistan. Acha, this is Ahmadiyya belief? Okay, let's see. I don't know, I'm not sure. The primary book source for the association of the town of Murray with Mary. Which Mary? Mother of Jesus. Mother of Jesus. Amman, Mother of Jesus. This in turn was drawn from Ahmadiyya writer Khwaja Nazir Ahmad's Jesus in Heaven and Earth, 1952. So this, you see. Please, I'm not your enemy, and please be respectful here. Help me be respectful to you. And this is not about calling each other names or, giving each other bad feelings or imposing one's religion on each other. Okay? Be civilized. This for the truth. So I would advise you to be respectful here, not like Adam Seeker, the uh, Christian now ex-Muslim. Respect unbelievers, because I can prove, and I have, that the scriptures are lies. Okay, that doesn't mean I'm saying you are liars, but I could say that. I would say stop believing in lies. Sorry, I have no other way to say to you or appeal to you. But if you're going to be disrespectful here, I can allow you, but then expect me to answer you, give you a befitting answer. If you're going to behave here like Adam Seeker, Mary ascended to heaven. I see in your books. Yes, even some Muslims believe that there is no grave of hers and she ascended to heaven. Please remind me, help me that this is about the truth. And I don't want to misbehave here. You're welcome here, okay? And let us be in humanity one and help. This is to help human beings come out of falsehood into truth and live a true life. So this is about truth, and the Shias have lied, and this is what I'm showing to the Shias to help them. It's it's about mostly that I want to help Muslims come out of this, but not go to Jesus. That will not help them, right? Sorry, I just see it that it's not going to help them. It is he who got out the unbelievers among the people of the book from their homes at the first gathering of the forces. Little did you think that they would get out. So what are the Shia, what is the Shia comment on this? After the battle of Badr, the Jews of Bani Nadir accepted that the Holy Prophet was the Messenger of Allah whose advent has been clearly mentioned in their scripture, and made a pledge not to help or abet the enemies of Islam. Made a pledge. Okay. The hypocrites had sympathized with the Jews of Bani Nadir, whose opposition had grown strong since the Muslim reverse at Uhud, when many well-known companions had left, and had promised to side with them if it came to a collision with the Muslims, and to emigrate with them if they were forced to emigrate. When the Holy Prophet visited their habitation to conduct an inquiry concerning of killing of some Muslims, they tried to kill him. Then, because of their treason and projected murder of the Holy Prophet, occupied about 3 miles, endangering the very existence of the Muslims. At first they disagreed, relying on their fortresses and their secret alliances with the pagans of Makkah and the hypocrites among the Muslims. When the Muslims marched against the Bani Nadir and besieged them while they were in their strong towers, the hypocrites did nothing. Why would the hypocrites not be able to do anything, since they had vowed to help these Bani Nadir? It's not that they didn't want to do anything. Maybe they couldn't do anything because their women were held hostages or something. Something, because I don't think these Makkans were hypocrites. Now the Shias, they claim that they go deep into research and from all sides of reason. What they have missed out on a lot. They didn't tell us the truth. It's come from one side also. Here, he's broken houses, dwellings destroyed. Why couldn't the Shia see that he should have left Yathrib? Huh? Why? Attempt on his life and they couldn't kill him. Oh, a miracle of Allah. You say like Allah saved Moses, God saved Jesus. Now he saved Prophet Muhammad. They couldn't kill him. But he ran away from Makkah, right? Because the Makkan policies were after his life. So he did Hijrat. This is where the Arabic calendar starts from, the Islamic calendar. Sorry. Right? Now he left Makkah because they were after his life. He left his own birth city. Why can't you see that he should have left here too, instead of Allah terrorizing them and making them break their houses with their own hands? What effect it has. And the hands of the believers. And the hands of the believers. Take warning. And then why? Okay, you've used believers to break their houses, but isn't it unfair to the believers? Also cut down their trees. Prophet Muhammad and his Allah has used this. And then you know what here the Quran ayat says? What Allah has bestowed on his messenger and taken away from them, for this ye made no expedition with either cavalry or camelry. Are you kidding me? Please, what are you Muslims up to? Who have you been following? Cavalry or camelry? You didn't. Ah, you used these Muslims, believers, to break down, even with their hands. They did it, the Yathrib people, and then their believers did it. Break houses. And then you're telling the believers here, listen, what Allah has bestowed on His messenger from them, for that you made no expedition with either cavalry or camelry. But Allah gives power to His messengers. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Over any He pleases. So Allah used your manpower to break their houses. Allah used you believers to break their houses further and cut down their trees, right? So now what has happened? Because there was no war. So no expedition with either cavalry or camelry. Just terror cast in their hearts. They broke their own houses. This is not a battlefield. So what the Husseinis tell you, oh, Imam Hussein, and then Imam Ali Raza, oh, Gharib al-Gharba, and leaving Medina, going to Karbala. Your Prophet and his Allah are not entirely innocent. Even a A-level person who could see this Surah Azab ayat 37. I mean, how far gone are you? Really? Very scary. How far gone are you? That's right. You see, you may not have had the chance to examine yourself inside, like that Christian teacher of mine from since childhood. I was 9 years old, 10 when I got attached to her. Look within. Am I lying? Correct myself. You are so emotionally blackmailed into this religion, Husseinis. But you would say, let them be. They are not terrorists. They don't go into extreme cases. They don't kill. Let your Husseinis be. These Sunni extremists kill. Or maybe the West has asked them to kill. So what happened in Saqifa? Where was the West? Where was America then? Where was Israel then? What happened in the Battle of Jamal or against Muawiyah and Imam Ali, the Battle of Siffin? Where was America? Where was Israel then? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Tell me when you sit in that court or you're in your marriage counseling, when your prophet has failed. Zainab bin Josh and Zed's case, marriage. Do you think now blessings will come down? Salli ala Muhammad, Salawat bar Muhammad, and the marriage will be blessed. And now if I've proved to you a little bit from that video that this Allah is shaitan. You're worshipping shaitan and he warmonger. You will always be like ready, fight jihad against this nafs. I don't want my Shias, some of you who have the heart to come here, to go through that. When we can find, we are still searching, okay, but not on this. Why should we lose our souls on this and our lives and our children, your children's lives? I don't have any children, thank God. Your children's life. I have brothers and sisters, but they won't even listen to me. I'm the eldest, but I can't use that to force. You see? They're going to give me a hard time, and they can't see it, and it hurts me. So I do this on the sideline, social media. Maybe I can't save my family. I can save one Shia out there. Please, why would you want to follow this prophet? And who is not? Why were we in this religion? Because we thought this Muslim Imam oppressed Imam Hussein and this, and they stole things, they snatched things away, they hurt Fatima Zahra. But you think by breaking houses, their houses, children in their houses, elderly, he could not have hurt that city, Yathrib? And how many children, how many elderly, how many spouses? Do you want to do justice or you don't want to do justice? Just because you're not a terrorist, I should leave you alone. I should leave the Shias alone. No, no, no. You want to do justice, right? Sorry, my stomach is growling and I need to now make, before making tea, have something. It's been a long time. Let's see how much time on this. So we went 3 hours now have passed and it's quite late here and the walls are quite thin. So you want to do justice, please. I want saving Shias from what? Lies. You will not be telling lies, right? In the on the member. Please come to the side of the true people who were oppressed, truly oppressed. So you're not a terrorist, but okay, I have a little bit of this inside of me still. That why can't people see the truth? Why can't they see it? Why can't them? When you told us, Hussein, oppressed, justice, side of justice, truth, the best religion, the best people are we. Is this fair to the others? And what would you do if you put everything in order? Justice. You would be doing justice to yourselves. Put things in order. Imam Ali's book I read on justice, written by someone, not Imam Ali, like written on Imam Ali, and Ismaili and a Shia, perhaps. 2 authors were there. I don't know if both of them were Ismailis. Very well written. So how does Imam Ali define justice? Your first Imam. Put everything in order. First and foremost, the definition of justice. Put everything in its right place and in order. That's how you will be able to do justice. And if you don't do that, what happens? You're doing injustice. And then you'll be reading Dua Yamani. Oh Allah, I've done injustice to myself. So okay, the even the Hindus may compromise with you and say, against me. India's Hindus may go against me, come here and try to distract me. Like one Hindu, and before that, who's Nangalal said, "Sham pe bahut zulm hua hai, man." So like, forget it. They are not. Why do you want to like? There was a lot in that statement, maybe, right? But I will keep doing my duty, what I've seen, and I'm showing you. And do you not see it? So when you don't see it, it hurts me deeply also. And to see what he's done, it hurts me. And to help myself come out of it, I share because that is my therapy. That's my soul's therapy. That's my spirit's therapy. So I'm helping myself also, that if I never said this, so please cooperate. Because the Hindus might compromise with you, Shias. I cannot. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you, M Man. Uh, thank you all. But sorry, Mukesh, I had to time you out. Finally, Political Graph, thank you. Kalthofer, thank you so much. Other Salahuddin, who came before, thank you so much. God bless you all. Hope you see the truth. I'm putting it, I'm showing it through the eyes, the way they should have been shown to you. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you all. See the truth for goodness sake, truth's sake, for your own sake, for justice's sake.